Time to progress again. Parts done, ready to be assembled and put on the manifold. I had to make one of these. I had the end piece, but it was like a little short piece. And this is just a piece of brake pipe. And it looks all shiny. I've powder coated it in a aluminium powder coat that's shiny. So hopefully it looks okay. I think so. It's not meant to be chrome, but it's pretty darn close to it, isn't it? Yeah. And you know, some of the finish, because the underside was so rusty and I don't want to replace them with new ones, it just unfortunately it couldn't be helped. There's nothing you can do about it. I could try sanding it, but then I'd still have to fill in the holes, but I'm quite pleased with that. Yep, I think that looks pretty darn good. So now is to put it on the manifold here. Get it done and out of the way and safe. All right, let's get to it. All right, here is the next part now. These pipes are now installed. This is ready for the starting carburetor, and the new fuel lines all there. Putting these in is an absolute pain in the asses. I tried first of all to line them all up and, you know, get them all started, but that didn't seem to work. Yes, you need to line them up and push them in and then just start from one end and go to the next one and the next one. That worked for me. I can't guarantee it will work for you guys, but that's what worked for me. So there you go, it's done. And this piece of tape here is just to stop this from chipping. So hopefully that will protect it. Ready for when the starting carburetor arrives. And I may have to adjust the length of these, I'm not sure. It kind of goes like that, kind of. So we will see, and then we'll see how long it lasts. I've got a piece of the pipe in here soaking in gasoline, because I kind of wanted to prove to myself that it wouldn't dissolve, and it certainly doesn't seem to be. I'll leave it in there overnight and we'll see. Next, rebuild the carburetors. That's going to be fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, there's my starter carburetor. Oh, no, I still got to powder coat that thing, haven't I? Forgot all about that, dum-dum. All right, so I'll have to do that. But yes, this is, that's where this goes. Like that, and then they go off to feed the carburetor. I think that's the way it goes. Gosh, so long since I took this apart. Actually, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is that way. Aha. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys. Ah, yeah, it is. Yeah, of course it is, you dumb shit. Yeah, that's where that goes. My starting carburetor. It's got a interesting, very interesting. Could be that I need to make these bigger so it extends up further. I'd better check this, because that ain't right. Oh dear, amazing what shit you forget. Okay, I'll figure it out and show you. And here it is, slowly assembling pieces. Just want to let you know that when I put these on, I initially tried to line them all up and get them started and do the same this side, but it didn't work too well. So what I ended up doing was doing this one. I mean, you had to put them in the holes and then do this one up and then do this one up and then do this one up. And that seemed to work for me. So hopefully that will work for you. Time to start assembling the carburetors. Let's get on it. Right, let's start with the I'm a dummy video. I'm a dummy. I had this pipe on the wrong way around. Goes this way, of course, because it mounts here and comes off the bottom of the carburetors. So yeah, I just had this pipe in the wrong way around. Stupid ass. But hey, that's what happens when you haven't done it for a while, and it's all part and parcel of the fun of putting it together. Also, those sharp-eyed of you will notice these have changed colour. I could not stand it the way they were. It just didn't look right to me. So I've powder coated them. Again, not perfection, but it's good. It's going to be a darn sight better than it was. And that obviously goes back together through for the whole linkage. I've kept the initial studs the same because I just feel that looks good, looks neat, looks fine. So that's what I've done there. You can agree to disagree, I don't care. It's how I want it. And this obviously for the starting carburetor goes on the top. Just like that. Just like that. Oh. All right. Just wanted to throw that in, guys, so that you know what the fuck I'm up to, as if you really care. One other thing I just wanted to say to you guys, you remember I put this clear fuel line on here, which is fuel resistant and also on the main feed. And I left a piece of it soaking for 24 hours in fuel just to see what would happen, hoping it wouldn't dissolve. Well, it didn't. However, as you can see here, it has gone kind of yellow. That's not a surprise. I mean, there is fuel in it, for God's sake. So just want to let you know that, okay, it's gone yellow. Big deal. It's not dissolved. It's still very flexible. It's still perfectly okay. The original line I took out, as you will recall, was a really nasty colour, so I'm not worried about that. Just thought I'd throw that in. All right, that's it for the moment. Next is, as promised, the carburetors going together. Okay, just wanted to show you this. I mean, the carburetor's not in the correct position, but just wanted to show how it's all going to finally go together. Well, of course, obviously the nuts won't be there, and the new gaskets will. This is the linkage now back together again. I left the pins and the clips as they were because I think that looks good, and I've also done the same with this screw because I think it's looks good. So there it is, all back together. This does actually go approximately here, roughly. I'm not sure which way round. I'll figure that out. Actually, it's that way around if I did but actually use my brain cell. So it goes that way around, and then we'll hook up all the linkage. So that will be good. This is the one that I'm going to use on here, which goes there, or there, I can't remember. Actually, it goes there, and that will support this starting carburetor. I do have this spare one. So if any of you want it, email me. As long as you cover the postage, it's yours. I'm not going to try selling it. It's not worth it. Is it worth it? Well, yeah, I could sell it and maybe I'd find some bar. I don't know. You know, it's not perfect, but it will do the job. So, you know, if anybody out there wants it, email me at gstargarage@gmail.com. And should I get a million requests, it's first come, first served. So whoever pays me for the shipping, which is shit, I'll stick it in a padded envelope. It's probably going to be, I don't know, $5 maybe. I don't know what they cost. So whatever it is, if you want it, I will find out the cost, tell you the cost. You send me the money, I'll ship you that piece. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go. Now I really am going to stop this video here, purely because I've got a lot to do. I've got to take these carburetors now. I'm going to do them individually, take them off and replace all the seals. I'm going to replace these gaskets, as I mentioned before, because of the ones that are in the SU kit that I got from Berlin, I believe it's called. Although I did get them through S&G Barrett. Those I'm going to put on there because they're much better gaskets than these cheap-ass ones that you get in the kit. In fact, I must admit, I'm kind of disappointed with the kit because I get this cheap-ass gasket. I get a cheap-ass steel gasket for the cylinder head. In fact, let me show you that so that you guys know if you buy one of these sets, this is the kind of stuff you get. Whereas I did have to buy a separate cylinder head gasket. You see, these are the gaskets you get. And actually that's a gearbox gasket, that's nothing to do with it. Move this shit out of the way. You see, this is the cylinder head gasket. Now, for a perfect engine, it might work. Might. But I'm sorry, it's not the best quality. If anybody out there wants it, again, let me know. I'll stick it in a box and ship it to you. You pay for the postage. It's yours. I have no use for it whatsoever. I do have use for these, though. In fact, what I must do is put the studs on and get my gaskets on there. In fact, I may even put the... now there's a thought, guys. Before I put this engine in, shoulda, woulda, coulda, put the exhaust manifolds on. Don't want to put the carburetors on, purely because I don't want them to get damaged, but damaging an exhaust manifold gasket could be... the exhaust manifold gasket will not get damaged because it's cast iron. And also just for your thoughts, I mean, I'd be happy to listen to your thoughts. I mean, I had lots of ideas, I've done lots of things, but it's always good to listen to other people. You can never stop learning. And what I'm thinking, oh God, doesn't that look beautiful? Oh, that is stunning. I love that. Sorry guys, I'm getting a woody. Oh, what is it? No, who is it said? Jeremy Clarkson says, oh, I'm nursing a semi. And I'm nursing a semi right now because that is fucking beautiful. I digressed. I'm putting this engine in from underneath. I am not going to drop it in through the top and risk chipping my brand new paintwork that is going to cost me a lot of money. I'm going to bring the engine up from underneath and then bolt it to the chassis as it should be. And then I will put the subframe on, which you can see is residing there. But obviously prior to that, I've got to fit the flywheel, I've got to put a new clutch on it, and I've got to put the gearbox on it. And I haven't even started on the gearbox yet. So we're a way down the road, but then again, we're a way down the road for actually getting it painted. Okay, digressed a lot here. Damn, that's good looking. That's almost as good looking as me, isn't it? And you do have to agree, by the way. That's by clicking the like button. All right, as always, guys, please like, subscribe. Any questions, concerns, something you want to know, email me at gstargarage@gmail.com. Don't ever promise to respond immediately, but I do promise to respond. And check out my other videos. They're quite amusing, as long as you don't get offended by the word fuck. All right, this one will end right here, right now. I'm gonna go now, so you gonna go home too. Go home, have yourself a beer, okay? What you think of my silly old American accent? I don't even know where that accent is from, but I'm sure you guys do.